For a long time, there's been very little development in the legal structure in the Middle East. The positive news of the moment is that there is the introduction of a new law in the UAE to introduce an insolvency regime, a restructuring regime, as opposed to simply a liquidation bankruptcy law. That law is supposed to be introduced towards the end of this year, and it's being drafted with a view to fostering a culture of rehabilitation as opposed to the current culture, which is really one of winding up if a company is insolvent.
All right. Have you seen cases already in the Middle East where the foreign jurisdiction judgment were enforced?
Foreign judgments, no. In the UAE, foreign judgments are not enforceable. If you have a foreign judgment, you have to go back to a UAE court. Foreign arbitral awards is a slightly different story. The UAE is a party to the New York Convention, and we have a couple of examples recently where foreign arbitral awards have been enforced. That is quite a big deal for the UAE because typically lawyers take the view that while the UAE is a party to the law, there's a big question of what a court in the UAE would do with a foreign arbitral award. So we now have a couple of examples, one in Fujairah, which is not a great precedent because the enforcement was not challenged, but in the UAE itself there is a recent example of a very small case, but nevertheless a foreign arbitral award which was enforced. And so that's if you like, a green shoot. It's evidence that the UAE is in fact, or the courts in the UAE are in fact enforcing foreign awards.
So do you think that will become a rule rather than exception?
Hard to say. Too soon to say, I'm afraid. But I hope that it does, because it will make a big difference for creditors of UAE companies. We always advise to choose arbitration because there should be enforcement as opposed to straight litigation. Foreign litigation really does not help a creditor, except of course to the extent there's assets in other places.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.